and should be left sealed for as long as possible until such time as they need to be used or mounted on the gas mask itself. And remember that this external filter need not be pulled even though the internal mount filter with the threads is mounted in place. Now, the Israeli Civil Defense mask is an excellent mask for both teens and, of course, adults. But because of our requirement for individuals who, of course, are younger in years all the way down to children, a series of other masks are available and have been made available for a number of years, including the Russian Civil Defense series of masks. In this case, a full skull-type mask. This covers or addresses one of the issues we have discussed in the past concerning covering the ears. And you'll notice that when the original casting was made, accommodation is made for an ear cup to allow it properly seal and protect the ear channel. In addition, the standard thread sizes on both these filters and those for NATO are the same. While these filters may have a variance in protection and, of course, are dated, as can be demonstrated here, these filters can be supplemented with additional NATO protection, and this mask can be upgraded quite dramatically. For those of you who are curious to find out what size, and again, yes, the Russian masks are sized, what size will fit the party that you're dealing with, you need only look to the chin point on the mask itself, on either side, and you will find a circular point with a numerical value inside the mask. This particular mask is a size 3, which is just below a large, between a medium and a large, and will fit many of the common adults available. A large or 4 or 5 size mask will fit people who have more hair, body hair, some facial hair, of course, may bulk out the mask itself, and people just have larger heads. Some have larger heads than others. For children's masks, you want to go down to a 0 or a 1. And these masks will fit individuals all the way down to approximately 1.5 to 2 years of age. Remember that because of child development, the head is already close to, although not to total specification for an adult. For that reason, these masks can be dropped down into the child range. There are also children's masks available from the Russian Civil Defense mechanism. While these are not as sophisticated as many of the combat masks that we're seeing, again, the first question is, how long can you hold your breath? One of the advantages to most civil defense masks, which you may have noticed, is the fact that they're using a solid, flat plate glass. Now, these are all tempered glass, and when they've been broken, we have found that, again, they are a safety glass, so they do not become as much of a threat to the wearer. However, if damage does occur, 2 things can be done to repair any of these masks. And duct tape, the miracle material that any patriot should be carrying with them, can be used to simply cover the area that's compromised. The other option, of course, for long-term field use is to have available plexiglass or plastic that can be cut to specification. Now, if you have a glass company, that's fine by me. If you can do circular cuts, well, there's another solution, of course, that's an option. Very simple to maintain. This equipment and technology can be easily supported in the field. Now, in addition to this, many of you probably have already accessed the standard the M17 series gas mask. In this case, there's a few additional adornments. This is standard surplus. In this case, an M17A2 with the drinking straw again. This system, of course, has the voice emitter to the front, intake unit covered with an additional exhale port covered with an additional nasal, and you have supplemental filters on the outside. While the M17 is an excellent civil defense or combat mask, one of the shortcomings is the amount of time it takes to reload the cartridges. These cartridges are reinserted from inside the mask and do require for the operator to either fall back and switch the filters in a safe area, or, and this of course is more likely, the operator will simply undon this mask and redon a fresh mask, sending this to the rear or having it destroyed because of contamination difficulties. In either case, the important thing is that you standardize on all of the parts necessary, and while we do not, forgive us, have a sample of the standard M17 gas mask cover, these can be adapted to virtually all of the masks that you see here this evening. The M17 is a superior system with regard to overall protection, and again, if you already have them in service, supplement your inventory with less expensive masks that compare in quality. And the M15 is an example of that, or, of course, the batteries of civil defense masks that are available. In addition to conventional lenses, as you see with both the M17, the M15, and, of course, the Russian civil defense, Supplemental lenses are also available which fit over and cover this particular lens to protect it from external damage. These replacement lenses are designed to take whatever blow or strike takes place. They will, of course, protect the inner lens and will make sure that there is no compromising of the environment inside the mask. These systems, again, are very simple to maintain. And the important thing is to, of course, make sure that your parties who are operating with these masks also understand how to adjust. And again, there are instructions and information available, how the systems can be refitted accordingly if there is damage, what parts or assemblies may have to be replaced, and of course, again, practice in how to mount and dismount the filters is very important. Take advantage of the existing systems, the support technology, as we demonstrated earlier, and I will mount this again, on the Israeli Civil Defense mask and on all standard masks that are made by Israel and by Germany. This particular system is made available. It gives also everybody an opportunity to see just exactly how the threads fit. And as we said earlier, this simulates the draw of a standard filter mounted on any of the masks that we've shown you so far. So rather than compromising what are becoming difficult to find spare filters or the original filters that you have, remember to maintain control over these, and for practice and training, this is the tool to use. Now, beyond the standard masks that we have at our disposal, we also have a variety of different chemical warfare protection systems through a variety of different inventories. In this case, U.S. manufactured chemical warfare suits are both in OD green and woodland camouflage patterns in a variety of sizes. You'll note that the available information, technology, and resources as far as the company involved are indicated on the outside of the package, along with a specific size. Also, these packages and the vessels themselves are very user-friendly and provide us with all of the information for sizing the individual all the way up to and including extra, 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 extra large, and the specific